Well, Idi Aduha to all the Muslims, viewers and subscribers of the United Matters channel. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rock and David, and you know it's Idi Aduha. Obviously, Muslims are really celebrating this one, and may Allah grant you the best of blessings that you guys deserve. And I too come out here to really wish the best of my Christian viewers and subscribers the best of luck as the Lord God leads the way, and with him nothing cannot really go your way. So we are talking Diogo Costa to Man United. He has been offered to Man United and another Premier League team, but looks like his destination is obviously looking like or leaning towards joining a Premier League team with Man United, one of those that have been chasing for him for a very long time. We are also discussing Alex Telles in the mix, and obviously Benfica wanting to sign him on a loan, something that I don't really see it making sense for we the supporters of Man United and Manchester United at large. And lastly, we are going to contemplate about Harry Kane's bid rejected by Spurs coming in from Bayern Munich, and what it means when Bayern Munich goes ahead to really make a bid for Harry Kane and obviously show interest that they want the player. So smash the like button close to 200 times. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And I also say good morning, depending on where you're watching us from. It is the United Matters channel. Strictly we do Manchester United news. Let's start it off with how Fabrizio Romano laid a very good foundation for this deal. He told us that Man United also like Diogo Costa from FC Porto, but he's also expensive. They are continuing to approach goalkeepers in case David De Gea leaves, but nothing advanced, and De Gea is still waiting for Man United to tell him their final decision. That's what Fabrizio Romano told us like 2-3 days ago, and here we come with the big story coming in from CNN Portugal, and they had to break the news, and they told us the following: that reported Man United target Diogo Costa is close to heading to the Premier League. Talks advanced over the weekend as FC Porto have to cash in 50 million euros in capital gains by Friday. That is CNN Portugal. Now, if you followed the scenario of Cody Gakpo from the Eredivisie to the Premier League, this was the factor. If at all PSV had money to pay, so to either balance up their books in January as they completed their quarter. That's why they sold him in December. As they completed the fourth quarter of the year, they would have gone ahead to hold in a little bit and obviously sell him this summer, because this summer they would have gone ahead to collect more money, like 60 or 50 million pounds, or 60 million euros for the player. But because they had some financial gaps to fill in to either register profits, they had to sell the player. Now, for Diogo Costa, it's known that he has a buyout clause of 75 million euros. That is known. It has been known for us for a very long time. And FC Porto look like they are caged into a corner that they cannot even twist a little bit, because they have no one to sell to get them the money they want. And what have they gone ahead to do? They've gone ahead to offer Diogo Costa to Premier League teams, and amongst those teams that Diogo Costa has been offered to is Manchester United, and the price has been reduced by 20 million euros. That is something that United has really gotten ahead to really achieve, and it's a very huge boost, because this was the first target for Erik ten Hag as the first choice goalkeeper of Man United, but because they thought that they couldn't meet the asking price of FC Porto of 75 million euros, they opted for Andre Onana, and he's also at 50 million euros. Now, it's up to Erik ten Hag to make a decision to sign a 29-year-old Onana at 50 million euros, or sign Diogo Costa, a 23-year-old goalkeeper at 23 years of age, at 50 million euros. Now, it's up to United to balance up the equation, but we all understand that the agent of Andre Onana has already met with Man United. They are talking with terms, and there is a story I really saw that I'm trying to follow up and see whether it really has credible sources indicating that the vice president of Inter Milan was in Man United to discuss a deal for Andre Onana. So with all this progressing, I just understand that there is something that can happen for Man United very, very soon. Today is Wednesday. Now we are having Thursday and Friday. Let's see the developments of Diogo Costa to Manchester United, as we are being told by CNN Portugal, and CNN is a credible source coming in from coming in from the CNN community is really one of those that you would rely on. But Diogo Costa to Man United will be a sensational signing, I understand. But to me, my worry has always been, why would we spend 50 million euros on a goalkeeper, yet we are having other departments that are really lacking? You know, a centre forward has not yet reported to Man United. We need 2 central midfielders. We need a right-sided centre back. And I've always come out and given out my thoughts broadly about who should be the first choice. My first choice signing should be a Casemiro backup or a Casemiro competitor. That's why I've always gone ahead to go in calling for people like Caicedo at Man United. Then we get in a centre forward, we get in a right-sided centre back, we get in a second midfielder, and then we sum it up with a goalkeeper. That is it. Because for the goalkeeper, even if David De Gea is not given a new contract, Dean Henderson can get into that goal and take us through the month of August, September, October, December. That is it. And in January, we can easily get in a goalkeeper that we want as Man United, because the Qataris would have taken full control of the club as expected. So that is where I lie. That is where I lie. But I don't know what Ten Hag is all about on the board. If they have money to spend on a goalkeeper as 50 million euros and obviously get in the players that we want, that will be okay. And remember, Eric Ten Hag wants 2 centre forwards. And if you spend 50 million euros on a striker, sorry, on a goalkeeper, then how much are you left with into your tank? Because the budget is between 120 million pounds to 150 million pounds minus sales. Get off 50 million pounds, 50 million euros, those are 42 million pounds. That means you're left with 180 million pounds. So you buy off Mason Mount, as the talks are going to resume today and tomorrow, for 55, right? You are remaining with 55, right? So it's really nasty. 55 cannot even land Rasmus Højlund to Man United or Cole Muani. That is it. So we need lots of things to come in through and obviously see what is happening. Now, Pedro Supudleva is another credible journalist coming in from Portugal. So does the reports that Manchester United target Diogo Costa's release clause will raise to 100 million euros at July is not true. The clause will remain at 75 million euros. So 75 million euros is the buyout clause for Diogo Costa. But as I've told you, they need to get a profit before Friday to balance up their books. And that's what they're all about. And they've gone ahead to offer their goalkeeper to Man United and Chelsea. And whoever wins the race, he will sign the goalkeeper. And at 50 million euros, I think it won't be bad. And I think that is why Chelsea have called in for an immediate meeting between Man United and them to get the deal of Mason Mount out of the way. And they are looking at the deal of Mason Mount to be done in the remaining, like today and Thursday, such that on Friday they launch a bid for Diogo Costa or Onana. As they are waiting for Onana, they really quit the Onana deal, meaning that they either keep Kepa as a Balaga or they sign in a new goalkeeper. But it looks like FC Porto are really going down on their knees, begging for a team to buy Diogo Costa as up. And let's wait and see what developments are going to go ahead and obviously happen in the next 2 days. Because if the story is true, we'll see a very huge movement between now and Friday. That is it. And we wait for the credible sources to really give us a clue onto what this deal is going to be like as up. Now, let's go to Alex Telles, bought in from FC Porto by Man United at close to 18 million pounds. And he only played 2 seasons under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and he was loaned by Erik Ten Hag after failing to convince Erik Ten Hag. And we've been told by Tossedores.com that Benfica are confident about signing Alex Telles on a season-long loan. They would sign him permanently at the end of the season when he becomes a free agent. And this is never, because they are not the only team that is interested in him. There is Galatasaray interested in the services of Alex Telles. There is FC Porto, where he came in from. They are willing to pay some amount of money. So I understand that the player cannot be sold or cannot be allowed to go on a long season loan and then be sold out on a free. I don't anticipate that, and I don't see that happening because we need money. Even if we get like £3 million from him, that will be okay for us. It will be some good amount of money for Alex Telles, a player that came in and flopped. So, as it stands, let's wait and see how that happens. But Benfica aren't getting this one. And they are good at really selling players expensively, but they are not willing to find themselves in a situation of really cashing in, or cashing out for Alex Telles. That really puzzles me. But on the other side, you'll go ahead and really hail them for being a very good team that knows how to do business. Because if at all you know how to do business, that's what you do. You just find yourselves in a situation, obviously capitalizing onto the available moment. You seize the opportunity and obviously get the player on a free. But for Alex Telles, I think even offloading him is enough because he's earning a lot of money. Is it £87,000 a week? Huge amount of money. By the time he left FC Porto, he was earning like £20,000 a week, and comes in at Man United, and they multiplied his salary by 4. On what conditions? No one knew the grounds. So that's how ugly we are when it comes to rewarding contracts. That's why you saw to it that we even stepped out from the deal of signing Rabiot, who was going to be a free agent by the 30th of June. Because they called for a €10 million sign-on fee and then a salary of close to £200,000 a week. And United jumped out of that deal, and I really like to see how such things are really happening at Manchester United. So let's wait and see how the Alex Telles deal is going to be executed by Man United. Are they willing to loan him to Benfica, or they are willing to sell him to FC Porto or Galatasaray that are willing to cash out for the player, the Brazilian? That is it. Now, after those two stories, let's talk about Harry Kane. A bid was submitted later in the day, yesterday, and it was rejected by. That bid was rejected by. The bid was rejected by Tottenham Hotspur, and they're claiming that the player is not for sale. But Harry Kane has gone ahead to give green light to the side of Bayern Munich, and they're really happy to continue bidding more and more and more on the table of Spurs, and they are preparing a new improved proposal and a written offer to Spurs. Now, when you look at that, what comes to your mind? To me, I told you I'm excited because Harry Kane is going to Bayern Munich. That means you're going to get in a centre forward who is really young. Either Rasmus Højlund, 20 years of age, Randall Colmouani, he's 24 years of age, Goncalo Ramos, 22 years of age, Victor Osimhen, 24 years of age, Dusan Vlahovic, 23 years of age. So those are the options we are left with, and it looks like Spurs are not willing to sell to Man United. They refer to us as their rivals, but I don't see anywhere we rival them because there is nothing that was built as a rivalry in between us and them. We even had a better rivalry than City before City became this City. City couldn't win trophies, but at least you felt it that it's really a big rivalry between United and City. The rivalry of Spurs is in between them and Arsenal because they all come in North London. Now, what options do we have on table? Our cards are really spread all wide, but the problem is, do we have the money to sign any of those strikers that Erik ten Hag is looking at? That's why when you are told that we are being offered Diogo Costa for 50 million euros and obviously Andre Onana for 50 million euros, I was really questioning myself that, is this really something that we should go ahead and do when we are having a constricted budget? We shouldn't be doing such stuff according to me. So let's wait and see how that is going to pan out. But tell me, who do you think should come in as a striker of Man United after Harry Kane is on to his move away to Bayern Munich? What do you make about Diogo Costa being offered to Man United at 50 million euros? The same amount of money that has been put on as the asking price for Onana by Inter Milan. Who do you fancy of the two? And will David De Gea stay or not? And what are your thoughts about Benfica launching a long season move for Alex Telles, wanting him to really stay there and obviously get him on a free. Rokan David is my name. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we upload on a daily. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. And my Muslim viewers and subscribers, Idi Aduha. Ciao, ciao.